All right, today we're going to be completing lesson 7, 8 out of our out of our math book, and it's going to be really important that we remember in our math journals that we have this front page that has all of these conversions. These conversions are going to be really important to help us succeed today. Today's going to combine two lessons that we've worked on, division and also number story problems. So we're going to need to make sure that we are fully confident in our abilities to divide and fully confident in our abilities to solve number problem stories. So do me a favor, flip to page 248 in your journal if you haven't already. Pause this video if you need a minute to get there. As always, remember I'm available from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. to answer any questions you may have. So let's start on page 248. At the very top, it says the fourth graders at Bassalone Elementary School voted to hold their spring celebration at a local skating rink. The fourth grade student council is in charge of renting the skating rink and planning the celebration. Help the student council make plans by answering the questions below. All right, we're going to take a look at number one. Number one says the skating rink can be rented for a full session or a half session, which is half as long as a full session. Makes sense. The full session is 7 hours and 30 minutes. The student council wants to rent the skating rink for half a session. How many minutes long is half a session? So we know that a full session is 7 hours and 30 minutes. That would be a really long time to skate. So they're going to want half of that. How do we find half of something? Well, you can just break it in two, divide it in two. So we could do 7 hours and 30 minutes divided by 2. But how do you do that? That's difficult when you have two different labels. Notice how one of my labels is hours and the other one is minutes. We need to get it to just one of those. It's going to be easier to go from hours to minutes. So let's try and see if we can figure out how many minutes this is. Well, for every hour, I know it's 60 minutes. So 7 times 60. 7 times 6 is 42. And I append a 0 for 420. I already have 30 minutes, so I need to make sure I add that to my total of 420. So 420 plus 30 is 450 minutes. So a full session is 450 minutes, and we need to find half of that. We said to find half is dividing by 2, so I'm going to take this 450 and divide by 2. All right, I look here. 2 goes into 4 twice, and there's 2 place values, so I need to append 2 zeros. So 4 times 200 is 400. So when I subtract that out, I get 50. Now, how many times does 2 go into 50? I know 2 goes into 5 twice, and I'm going to append 1 0 for 20. So 2 times 20 is 40. That leaves me with 10, and I know that 2 times 5 is 10. So that means that a half session would be 200 plus 20 plus 5, 225 minutes. It's a long time to skate. So my number model with the unknown would be pretty simple. I would take this 7 times 60, which I'm going to write on a clean board. Again, if I'm going too fast, just rewind the video. So my number model, I took 7 hours times 60 minutes, and that gave me 420. And what did I do with that? I added an extra 30 minutes to that to get 450. So if this equals 450, what did we do with that? We divided it by 2. So here's how you do it. You can either just put it underneath, divide by 2 like a fraction, or you can actually put another set of parentheses. Say I want this answer divided by 2. And that'll get you your minutes. So that would be problem number 1. What I want you to do is I want you to pause this video and I want you to try numbers 2 and 3. I know that may take you a few minutes, so please pause the video and try 2 and 3. All right, hopefully you've had a chance to try number 2. Let's go over how we might solve that one. It costs $1,250 to rent a skating rink for half a session. Student council has $500 to rent the skating rink. They must raise the rest of the money by selling tickets to students who attend the celebration. If they charge $6 a ticket, how many students must attend to make sure they have enough money to rent the skating rink? So let's start at the beginning. They need $1,250 to rent the skating rink. They already have $500, so I'm going to take that away. You've already done this subtraction, so you know that that is $750. Okay? That means they need to raise $750, and to raise this money, they're going to do it by selling tickets. How many tickets do they have to sell? Well, that's the question. We have $750 to raise, and we're selling tickets for $6 each, so we're going to divide that total by 6. 6 goes into 7 one time, and I have 2 place values, so 2 zeros. So 6 times 100 is 600. That gives me 150. 6 goes into 1 0 times, so 6 goes into 15 twice, and I append 1 0 to get 20. 6 times 2 is 12. Append a 0, and I'm left with 30. How many times does 6 go into 30? It goes in 5 times. Oops, I'm not done yet. 6 times 5 is 30 with 0 left over. So when I add these together, I get 125. So that means they need to sell 125 tickets to make sure that they have enough money to rent the rink. If you haven't completed number 3, again, pause this video. But I asked you at the beginning to do numbers 2 and 3, so let's go over number 3 and see how you did. It says Tara, the president of the student council, wants to decorate the handrail around the skating rink with balloons. I will pop those, by the way, if it's at my skating rink party. She wants each string tying the balloon to the handrail to be about 5 feet long. If she has 60 yards of string, how many balloons can she tie to the handrail? All right, so she has a string that is 60 yards long. And she wants to cut from there every 5 feet. Wait a second, I said feet, and this is yards. So that should be a giveaway that I need to change one of them. However you want to change it, you can do it, but let's go from yards to feet. Here we go. 60 yards is how many feet? Well, in every yard there are 3 feet. So 60 times 3 gives me 120. So that means she has 120 feet of string, and she's going to be cutting little strips of 5 feet. And we're trying to see how much string she can have then to tie the balloon. So we take the 120 total, divide it by 5 feet. 5 goes into 1 0 times. 5 goes into 12 2 times. And I still had a place value left over, so 20. 5 times 20 is 100. Subtract that out, and I get 20. 5 goes into 24 times. 5 times 4 is 20. Subtract that out, and I get 0. So that means she can make a total of 24 strings. Again, if you ever have questions during this time, you can rewind the video. You can watch it as many times as you need. Or you can call me at the number that's listed on the e-learning instructions, or simply email me. Please make sure you utilize that resource. I am available. This is my job, so I'm sitting here waiting for you to ask those questions. Okay? Go ahead and get started on the IXL that's listed on your e-learning instructions, and good luck. Have a great day.